Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. Let us begin from the first. As a Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Amritabarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavaddeshinim Anusandadhami, I meditate, and each and every sloka of Bhagavad Gita I meditate. Why? Because I get totally, when I meditate, all my thoughts are clearing, going away from my mind, and thereby destroying my rebirth. So that is the main idea. But who has said all this? Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Charnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. The Guru means the preceptor, the one who removes all darkness, all ignorance. And that Guru is Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Jagat Guru. He is the Guru of the whole world. So removing the darkness, removing the ignorance of the whole world, of the whole human beings. And who is he? Devaki, the son of Devaki. So Devaki Paramanandam, because he is the son of Devaki, the God himself. So Devaki is in great joy. Now we studied the second chapter, the Samkhya Yoga, and we studied from say 60, and we chanted, and then today we will study there, explain there. Now here in the Sri Bhagavan, to answer the question of Arjuna, how I will know, Sri Bhagavan told, if you are free from all desire, you will be free from the bondage of birth and death. So then the question was, Arjuna was asking, how it is possible for a man to be like that, totally free from desire? Is it possible? And if it is possible, is there any person whom I can go and see? I can understand that this type of behavior, this type of livelihood, all this, I can understand that your philosophy, your teachings are implemented in the life of someone. Sthita pragyasya ka bhasha. Bhasha means lakshana. Bhasha means the symbol. That is called bhasa. Usually the bhasha means the language. Here, the symbol, how I will understand. Samadhistasya keshava. Then the person of great meditation, that samadhi. Samadhi means totally free from all desire, and the mind is completely attached, dedicated to a particular thought. Sthitadhi. And his mind is settled, his buddhi, his discriminative faculty, his decisive faculty settled. Sthitadhi. How he is prabhasheta kimasita, how he behaves, how he stays, etc. In reply, the God told prajahati. Prajahati, and Shankara, I will just quote one or two lines of the Shankara because it's a beautiful way he is explaining. Prajahati prakarshena jahati paritajyati sarvan kaman. Then the system, the style of giving the explanation, first they will say the word, then they will give a meaning, then again they will explain that word, and that is the total meaning. That way, prajahati, prajahati. Then say prajahati means prakarshena, perfectly, completely, 100% jahati. Jahati means giving up, renounce. Prakarshena jahati. What is the jahati? See here, prajahati meaning prakarshena jahati. Then naturally people may ask, what is jahati? Parityajati. That means giving up. What? What to give up? My property, my this and that? No. Sarvan kaman. See, only single one word, prajahati. And that prajahati, give up. What to give up? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, if you can give up your ego. What is the ego? I consciousness. I. What is that I? That thought which is connected with this particular body. And when this body and the mind and the thought, they go round and round and say I, that is the problem. And here it says prajahati, giving up all desires. Now the question comes, the opposition comes, it does not mean the person will achieve total contentment. Suppose I give up all, now then what will happen? Here it says, then what will happen? No, he is giving up but accepting something else. Giving up is a negative. Accepting something, that is positive. Without something positive, I cannot give up something. The negative one. You give up, and then what? What I am going to get? Then it says, Atmani eva. Pratyag Atma Sarupe eva. Atmana. Sivena eva Baihya Labha Nirapeksha Tushta. As because Pratyag Atma means Atma associated with the body. Paramatma, Pratyag Atma. If you can remember this type of, some of the words, Pratyag Atma. What is that? Atma, consciousness associated with the body. Pratyag Atma. Paramatma, pervading everywhere, consciousness without any association. That is called Paramatma. Pratyagatma, Paramatma. Here, Atmani eva, when it says Pratyag Atma Sarupe eva Atmana, means Svena eva, Baihya Labha Nirapeksha, not expecting anything from outside, contented in his own self, So that is called Paramatma Darshana Amrita Rasa Lavena. And that gives Amrita Lava. What is the Amrit? Sometimes the most of the Hindu people, they always talk about the Amrit. The Purna Kumbha, that is the Amrit. They will go and all that. What is that Amrit? Santushti is the Amrit. That is called Paramatma Darshana Amrita Rasa Lavena. That is called Sthita Pragya. Atma, Anatma, Vivekaja Pragya. Who is Sthita Pragya? Whom we can say that his mind is now settled perfectly. He whose mind has understood Atma, Anatma. Atma, Anatma, Vivekaja. Atma means consciousness. Anatma, which is inert. Now, if I love the inert thing, I am going to suffer someday, surely. If I love the Atma, the consciousness, that is called the joy. So, Viveka, the Vichara, that is perfectly. Now, Yasya Sasthita Pragya, Atma, Anatma, Vivekaja Pragya. Atma, consciousness, Anatma, inert, Vivekaja, discrimination, Pragya. Pragya means the buddhi, the intellect. He is called Sthita Pragya. Sthita Pragya Shaka Bhasha. Now they are giving the explanation, definition of Sthita Pragya. Shankaracharya. Now, Sthita Pragya, they have given, Shankaracharya have given 4 definitions, 4 ways you can understand. 1, Aham Asmi Parabrahma Iti Pragya Yasya Sthita Pragya. That is, I am giving you, I am just telling you today from the Shankara Bhashya why this is very important. Now, almost for many, many days we are studying the Bhagavad Gita, and you also read in the and I was hearing a group of ladies, they always meet in the first Sunday or sometimes they chant the whole Gita. That's good, but only for passing the time or a bit of satisfaction that we are reading a very holy book. That won't help. You have to understand the meaning. Then only it will help, otherwise not. So sometimes some of the children, they memorize the whole Gita, 700 slokas. When I was in Assam, then one small girl came. She has hardly 13 to 15 years, maybe, I've forgotten. She memorized the whole Bhagavata. And she was going on reciting the Bhagavata. And you know, our devotion people came. She was going on like a parrot, telling them all this. And people coming and worshipping her, giving her many things. But her father was enjoying because he was getting lot many other things. But that may be a business, using that thing. But what about the spiritual upliftment, understanding? And what is the Brahma Jnana? What is Ishwar Lava? Mind, thought is particularly perfect. How it comes? 1, Aham Ashmi Parabrahma. I am that supreme Brahman, all consciousness. That is the highest Advaita Vedanta. Highest Advaita Vedanta, in that philosophy say, I am that supreme Brahman, Param Brahma. When that mind is fixed on that, that is called Sthita Pragya. Second, Paramartma Darshana Amrita Lasha Labhena Anyasmat Iti Pragya Yasya Sasthita Pragya. The second definition is Paramartha Darshana. What is that Paramartha? Param, Artha. Param means the highest. Artha means the goal. What is the ultimate goal? God. When I realize God, when I see God, then that mind is full with joy, and I settle in that condition. That is also called sthita prajna. Then third definition, sthita equal to pratisthita. Sthita means established. Atma, anatma, vivekaja, prajna, yasya, sa. Atma, anatma. Now sometimes some people will be talking about these worldly things. We all know it is all temporary. And when your mind is completely established in that, like that wonderful lady, Mirabai, she was a princess, she was a queen, and people were talking, even her husband were telling, if you are forgetting all those things, then you will live like a queen. She told, but mere to giridhari lal, dusra na koi. The kingdom, all the power, all the jewelries, all the wealth, and all those things for her, nothing. Why? Because they are all only, as always, every time you are telling, inert. What is gold? Suppose you fall in a gold mine, everywhere gold, but you don't have a glass of water to drink, no food, then what you are going to do? So obviously you are only suffering and you will die. What will happen? So that is the reason. When Atma, Anatma, Vivekaja, Atma and Anatma. Atma means consciousness, again and again I am repeating. Anatma, inert. Vivekaja, that Viveka means discrimination. In every time you have to discriminate. That is called your mind established in that, then you are free. A fourth, Tyakta, Putra, Vittal, Alokashana, Sannyasi. Tyaktya, giving up. What? Vitya, wealth. Putra, all the progeny. Lokashana, and the appreciation of the people, appreciation of the society. That type of sannyasi. Here it is only telling three. The Ashana. Ashana means desire. What is the desire? First is Putrashana. My progeny should be there. That must be there. Some people, they will go on beating the wife, killing the wife, giving up the wife. Why? I need a son, I need a son. The fool, actually. Who are you? Where you are going to go? But no, my family tradition should be there. My family, what is family? Where from you came? Maybe the last birth you were a dog in that family. Who knows? You know, there is a story, and there was really a dog in an ashrama. And then the in charge of that ashrama, and some people of that ashrama, they were torturing the dog, not giving the food and not asking, like this. Then something happened. Sorry, I am telling the story in a different way. Sorry, thank you. Then there was a in charge, a sannyasi in an ashrama. And this way something happened. Then the god came and told, what do you want? I can't give the punishment to that person. He is torturing you. What type of punishment you want me to give him? Please make him the in charge of the ashrama. You know, the moment he becomes in charge, and God was telling, in charge? He is torturing you. Why you want that? And the moment he becomes in charge, the ego will boast up. Because the sannyasi's ego is the worst thing. And naturally, he'll be, I am egoistic, oh, I am holier than thou, then people are coming and touching the feet, and all this thing will happen, his ego will go on, then in the next life he will become a dog. So like this it will go, that will be the greatest punishment for him. Once in my life I was also there. So the ego. So taktya, what is that? Giving up. What? Putreshana, the progeny. Then Vitteshana, sometimes the sannyasis, they will go on increasing their followers, initiated disciples. That is also Putreshana. The family man, they will have the son, oh, I am having so many sons and all that. It's all peculiar. The other day I was reading in a newspaper, I've forgotten where, maybe 4 or 5 months before, one person is going on, now 17 wives he is already having. But he is again going to marry 1 or 2, and he is thinking each wife should give 5 children. So after he will have the 100 children, then he will die. He is not thinking about death, but still he is thinking 100 children, I may stop. So this is a peculiar idea. Ignorance, terrible ignorance. Why? Because I think I am this body. Ignorance. Only you ask yourself, before this birth where you were, after this death where you are going to go, please. Bhaja Govindam, Bhajo Govindam, Govindam Bhajamudamate. In that, Shankaracharya again and again raising this question, please think about yourself. What will happen to you? So Takta, Putra, Vitta. Vitta means the wealth. Lokaishana, the popularity. If you can live that, you are a sannyasi. Only putting on the dress on do. Sannyasi means all these ashanas, desires should be totally cleared from the mind. Then only a sannyasi. That sannyasi can be Atma Rama. He is not depending on anything else and never thinks about, oh, what is going to happen to me, etc. That is called Prajahati Yada Kaman. His mind is completely settled. Then now second is the Dukkeshu Anudvignamana, Sukheshu Bigata Spriya. Here I thought that I must explain this a little. Very, very important this thing, because these are the symbols of a, as in Hindi they say, Paunche Hue Mahatma. The person who has already realized. Then mostly people, whenever they introduce someone, the Swamiji of Janti, in India it is very common. And particularly those who are Hindi speaking, they will always use this type of terminology. Swamiji, ये जो है ना, ये पहुँचे हुए महात्मा है. Or sometimes they will use it in a bad sense also. So that means a very clever, very smart person. Anyway, Dukkeshu. What type of dukkha? Dukkha means the sadness, miseries. Here they have very clear idea. Dukkha traya. 3. Traya means 3. Abhighata, jigyasa, sankakarika. It says like this. Tatra dukkha trayam. There are 3 types of sadness, 3 types of misery. Tatra, there. Dukkha means misery. Trayam, 3. What is that? Adhyatmikam. First is dukkha is adhyatmikam. What is adhyatmikam? Again dividam. Adhyatmika again 2. What is one is sharira, another manasam. Adhyatmikam means this body from me. Adhyatmik means this body. In the here there are 2. One is mind, another is body. In the body there are many different type of physical diseases, and also if I lose someone who was very dear to me, mental the sadness, not physical sadness, mental sadness. That mental sadness and physical diseases, that is called adhyatmikam dukkha. Second, adi bhautikam dukkha. Adi Bhautika Dukkha, again 4 types. What is that? That Adi Bhautika, that is all the beings. See, this is the Hinduism, as very, very subtle way. They go to very deep to explain everything. They have tried to give each and every step. Adi Bhautika, that's called Jarayuja, and that is mammals. The Manushya, Pashu, that means the human being and the animals, all this is called Jarayuja, mammals. From them you may get some problem. They may create problem for you. Then Andaja. Andaja is egg born, that is Pakshi, the birds or the Sharistripa, etc., snakes, Andaja. From them also problem may come. Then Svedaja. Svedaja, this lace, that is called sweat born. And Udbija, that is plants, that is earth born. So these 4 type of, I was just sitting in a car, suddenly something happened, a big tree fall on the car, smashed it, for no reason. Maybe. So I was not expecting any problem from any quarter. Suddenly the tree fall. It may happen. So they say, then finally, Adi Daibakam means Prakriti. Daiva Prabhava iti ba Daivam. So this way, the dukkha means the misery coming from the tree. This tree has so many sections, and that's why we say Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. 3 types of Shanti. Now here, Prajohati Yada Kaman in the 55th, in the 56th, like this it goes. And here they were asking, Kim Prabhaseta? There it says, Yas Sarvatra Nanavistneha. Yas Sarvatra Nanavistneha Tat Tat Prapa Shubha Shubham Nabhinandati Na Deshti. We have already explained this. Wherever you go, our mind should be calm and composed. Whatever the behavior, whatever the situation may be, our mind should be calm and composed. Otherwise, now there is a story. Then one direct disciple of Swami Ramakrishna, he was coming in a boat. Afterwards he became a sannyasi, he is Saradananda, very calm and composed type of person. Suddenly there was the high wind was there, and the boat was almost like capsizing. People were crying, people were shouting, they were trying in the best way, and they were abusing the boatman. But this young boy, he was quietly sitting over there. Then suddenly one elderly person saw and said, "Hey, why? How could you sit like this?" "Sir, when I will fall in the water, I will try to swim. Before that, is there any unnecessarily shouting and jumping and criticizing the boatman? Is there any help? That's why I am quietly sitting. If the boat really capsized, I will jump in the water and swim." That calm and composed condition, even on the face of death, that is true. I was also traveling once, flying from Calcutta to Port Blair, and sometimes it happens because it is 2 hours you have to fly on the Bay of Bengal. So sometimes weather changes and the plane was jumping and the people, they were shouting, "Wait, turn back, turn back." So all people were turn back means where you will go. Pilot knows which is the nearest airport. So we were near to the Port Blair, so turning back to Calcutta will be more disastrous. So almost they were shouting, and then I was sitting quiet. The MLA, MLA, MP in our country, in Andaman is only MP, Minister of Parliament, what is called, Member of Parliament. He was there. He saw me. Then he told, Swamiji, will you please tell these people how you could sit like this? I told, see, if I die, I am going to die. If I shout and cry and jump, I am going to die. And if I am not doing that, I am going to die. So unnecessarily, why to express all these things? Rather, I believe in God, and I am taking the name of God quietly. And this is the time your mind should be. You should look at your mind. When everything is good, then I am going to the temple and offering food and I am a holy man. It doesn't matter. When you are in trouble, do you believe in God? That I am testing myself. So he told, can you please say this in the microphone? I don't know. Like this. Now this is the thing. Always, every time, we have to implement these teachings of the scripture in our day-to-day life. Otherwise, why we are reading the scripture? This Bhagavad Gita has been, as you know, has been read by thousands and thousands of people. Adi Shankaracharya, he has also read, he gave the commentary. Vivekananda read, and so many. We are also reading. What for? If it is not implementing. So, yada samharate chayam. Next it comes in the sloka. Have we chanted the slokas? Have we recited? Acha. Now, when we are withdrawing our senses, that is the important way, and is giving an example. Like the tortoise is withdrawing the senses, you also withdraw your senses. The moment you can withdraw the senses, then you are free from all these. That we have to practice all the time. When we can practice, how we can practice? In meditation. When you sit for meditation, just lose your mind and watch your own mind. You see where it is going, what it is thinking. Then you say, are you happy? You are going here, you are going there, all the places you already visited. Are you happy? Then come back. Sit here quietly. Again and again you are withdrawing your mind, and that will somehow give you kurmanga niva sarvasa. Now, a person is asking a question. A diseased person also compelled to withdraw their senses. And the person, when they are diseased, they are also withdrawing their senses. Do you think that is the highest stage of spiritual life? It's a no. There are two types of sannyasa. One is atura sannyasa. He is not actually a sannyasi, but he is forced to, as because he is diseased, and that is the reason he is lying down like that. He cannot show his anger, he cannot utilize all his senses. Doesn't mean that he is a sannyasi. It's called atura sannyasi. Another is vidyat sannyasi. Bibidisha, vidyat, atura. That's called sannyasi. Sannyasa means giving up. The sannyasa, giving up. What I am giving up? All the desires. When a person in a diseased body, he cannot also enjoy anything, so naturally he can claim that I am also a sannyasi. No, because you are forced to do that. That is the reason. When willingly you are doing, so they are again the two different types, vidyat and vividisha. Those who have already conquered their senses, that's called vividisha, and vidyat, trying to do that. So this is, we are withdrawing our senses. Then afterwards is come, Vishaya Brinibattante Niraharasya Dehina. This is a very interesting Nirahara. Ahara. Here, Sridhar Swami is a great exponent of the different type of scriptures. Here in the Bhagavad Gita, when he is explaining in this way, Indriyaihi Vishayanam Aharanam Grahanam Ahara. The whole India constantly thinking about ahara, ahara, ahara. They'll be, if you go anywhere, they will all talk about the ahara. If they see you that you are eating something, oh, that you are eating something, that you are not a holy man. This terrible mistake. Ahara means Sridhar Swami. He is giving this commentary. Here it says, Indriyaihi. That means what are the Indriyas? 5 Indriyas. Chakshu, Karna, Nashika, Jivha and Tak. These are the 5 Indriyas. What they do? They go and collect information. When they go out, the Chakshu, it goes to the Rupa. The tongue, Rasa. The nose, Grana. And the ear, Shabda, sound. So like this, they are collecting different type of things, objects. Objects they are enjoying, the 5 different objects they are enjoying. That is called ahara. Sridhar Swami said, aharanam, collecting. What is aharana? Collection. Grahanam. Aharanam means, collection means accepting. Grahanam. And that is called ahara. Then why ordinary people, they are unnecessarily, they are going on debating not for a day or two, thousands of years. And when Swami Vivekananda was re-establishing Hindu religion, he had to face this question again and again. Disgusted almost, he wrote to his people, do you think you have religion? No. Your religion now is in the kitchen. What I am cooking today is Monday. What are the things I can cook? What are the things I cannot cook? How I am going to cook? Who is going to cook? When I am going to cook? Nonsense. So this way, when we are again and again, we are going on, actual thing we are forgetting that. Then sometimes some people criticizing others, we are all ears. But then we are listening, oh, okay, is it? We are believing that too. And all over the society, people will be discussing about that. Anything wrong, any mistake, anywhere, anybody, then we are going on discussing about that. Is it not ahara? Is it not food that you are eating? The food for your mind and polluting your mind. And you are expecting that you will be a good person just because you go to a temple? No. This is very clear. You may go to a temple. There is nothing wrong. But if you are not understanding clearly what type of behavior, so that is called behavior. In here, it is very, very clear. And in the Patanjali Yogadarshan, we find that klesha, we know, we have completed the Yogadarshan. Klesha. Klesha means avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, avinivesha. These 5 kleshas, only 5. The beginning, the first is avidya. Vidya, knowledge. Avidya, wrong knowledge, false knowledge. That's called avidya. A means negative. Vidya is knowledge, wrong knowledge is avidya. Then asmita, ego, raga, desire, etc. Now these 5 things are there. Where? In our mind. Now how we are going to clean our mind? Now they give an example. Suppose there is a dirt in your cloth. What do? You first go and wash it in the water. Clean those things. Then for a better cleaning, you use the soap. And then, here in this country they use the washing machine and all that. Or in our country they go on manually. But using the soap, rubbing that and then perfectly cleaning your cloth. Similarly, your mind has to be, clean your mind with the fast in the beginning, selfless action. Remember, if you are helping a person, you are cleaning your mind. But after helping a person, if you are going on boasting, I did this, I did this, I did this, you are going on adding more dirt on your mind. You are not going to get the benefit. So that is the reason when you are helping a person, do it unselfishly. That is called karma yoga. When the karma yoga you are practicing, what happens? Slowly, slowly you are cleansing your mind. As you cleanse the cloth with the water, similarly through karma yoga, through the unselfish work, you are cleaning your mind. Then apply another. The soap, what is that? Meditation. And in the meditation time, what you are applying? The name of God constantly. That's why the initiation they take. Almost in all religion, the system of initiation, they go on taking the name of God. Allahu, 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 the Muslims they do. Mani Padme Hum, the Buddhists they will be doing. And in India, in the Hinduism, not India, Hinduism, we have so many varieties of mantras. Then the gurus are giving that diksha, and what they do? Go on repeating the name of God and nothing else. When they are going on repeating the name of God constantly, then as if you are applying soap to use the cloth, the more and more and more the name of God will go into your mind. Now a young man, the whole world is now discussing about the young Indian who has killed his wife, has killed his professor, killed himself. Why? He is not an ignorant person, a highly qualified, very bright student. Why? Can you answer the why? Oh, maybe that professor did this, maybe the wife did this, maybe that. No. He was a weak-minded person and not doing what he is doing. And that is the utility of religion. Religion always asks you to look at yourself. What is your fault? When thousands of people are getting everything, why not you? What? Suppose you are not getting a delete this time. Is the sky falling on your head? Why not wait? Why not see what is going to happen to you afterwards? A little patience. Now he killed himself. What is the loss? Loss for his family, loss for his nation, loss for each and every one. And the blame will come on the Indians. Oh, they can also kill, be careful. They can also do this type of. Now, what contribution? Zero. Why? Because he could not discriminate. Don't think the religion just, for some people, they don't have any work, so they practice religion. No. Religion is a very practical thing. It gives the mental solace, mental strength, and also the discrimination. How can I stand against all the oppressions, against all the difficulties? That is religion. And it goes like saying that like a rhino, when everything is against you, you move like a rhino. Never bother. You know your target and charge over there. You will be successful. Move like a rhino. That is called Vishaya Brinibartante Niraharasya Dehina. I knew a gentleman. Now I don't know where is he. Where is he? His wife betrayed, he told. I don't know. I never talked to that lady. It was his version. And he was an established doctor in London. And he was behaving like a crazy man. And I told, they said, when you were married, 6 months before, only 6 months. And before 6 months, you never knew that lady. After 6 months, you don't know that lady. Can't you control your mind and say, okay, I had an experience, this is an experience. Let me start in a different way. Why you are killing yourself by behaving like this, lying down on the road and behaving? You are drawing sympathy for people, from people. They will come and, oh, look at this poor man. You want that sympathy? Be strong. And then you prove that you can also do. So that is called Bishaya, object. Be nibartante. You have to withdraw the mind from all those. So always you have to keep in mind. Now from the 60, let us also practice this. Yatato yopi kaunteya purushasya pipaschitaha indriyani pramathini haranti prasabham manaha. Now, as I was telling this, as if it is so easy, but the Lord knew it is not so easy. Very, very difficult, very, very difficult. And that's why he is telling, but those who are trying, even them also, they make the mistake. They are trying very hard to withdraw the mind, but as if someone coming and forcefully taking it out and putting him in that torture, that in the chamber, you can say the tortured chamber, and the mind is agitating. So, yatato opi kaunteya, O Kaunteya, the son of Kunti, even those who are striving, purushasya vipaschitaha, indriyani, the senses, pramathini, forcefully, haranti prasabham manaha. In the Chandi, it also says, Jnaninaam opi chetamsi devi bhagavati hisa balad akrishya mohaya mahamaya prachati. Who is Mahamaya? Who is having this power of Maya? What is that Maya? Is Moha. Moha means delusion. And that delusion actually creates all this problem. And we think, oh my God, without these I cannot survive. There are constantly so many things going on, happening, only basing on one thought. How I am going to live without that? How I am going to survive without that? Why don't you try? You see, you will survive, no problem. Only you have to give your mind somewhere else, that's all. Nothing else. So that is called the moha. It deludes the mind and they think, I don't know whether it's a story or not, one person, he committed suicide because he was having only $4 billion in his account. And he said, oh my God, only 4 billion? How I am going to survive? He committed suicide. I don't know whether it's true or not. That type of stories. 4 billion? If we have 400,000, we are so satisfied. We will be so happy. Now these people, that desire goes on increasing, increasing and increasing. They can never become satisfied. Today in a Bengali newspaper, I don't know where from they, of course they get some information. They have given how much wealth our another person, one person, very, very rich, is going for the president's post, he is having. Unthinkable. I don't know what he is going to do with that. But anyway, he is having. Now suppose suddenly someday he find nothing, then what will happen to him? So much of wealth, but he cannot utilize that every day. He is only happy that I am a rich man. That thought. That's called pramoda, moha. That moha, from there, in the, let us again continue. It says, Tani sarvani sanyamya yukta asita matparaha Bashehi yasya indriyani Tasya prajna pratisthita. And you have to give that mind to God. Then you are totally free. What is that God? Total consciousness. And apart from that, all these things, what is that? Total inert. Whatever it may be. I heard it from one of our senior Swami. You know that when the partition, India, Pakistan, it became divided and all that, we had, Ramakrishna Mission was having a center in Karachi, Pakistan. Afterwards it became Pakistan and the people became mad because the tempo, because of the propagation. Suddenly we became enemies to each other, we wanted to kill each other. And why we do not know, we never knew. They were doing like this. So the Hindu people were trying to come back to India. Muslims, few of them, they wanted to go to Pakistan. They wanted to attack our ashrama over there. Some of the Muslims who were our neighbors, they came to know about it. They saved our Swamis and all that. Then somehow our Swamis came back and they were there in the Delhi and they were thinking, our headquarters were thinking how to post them, where they will go, etc. is going on. So suddenly one day, one Swami, he was waiting for a bus. He saw a tanga wala. Tanga, you know, that horse-drawn carriage, it is still there. So, and that man was a millionaire, very, very rich. Even in those days, before 1947, he was having 2 motor cars. You cannot imagine a person in that time having, and now everybody is having. But that time having a motor car means a very rich person. He was having 2. And he always used to give 1 car for Swami Ranganathananda ji. He was in charge over there. And this Swami from whom I learned, Swami Ananyananda, he was in second person, the assistant. He told, I saw that man, very rich man, and he is the person who is driving that horse-drawn car. And then I stopped him. Are you not from Karachi? Then he came down and then touched the feet. Oh, Swami, he could recognize me. I'm so happy that you are here. And he was very jubilant to meet that old friend. The Swami told, I cannot think you were such a rich man and you are doing this now? He said, what? God gave me all this. I enjoyed that. Now God has taken me all this. I am also enjoying again. Because you know, God has at least given me these 2-3 things. He has saved my wife and children. We could cross the border. He has given me little money. I could purchase these 2 horses and this carriage. Now I drive it. Whatever I earn, 50-50. 50% I give it to the horses, 50% I share with my family. I am happy, no problem. Now I am trying to put my children in a good school, so I am working hard to earn little extra money so that I can spend that money for the education of my children. That's the example of this. Why? Because he was a religious person. So he has not committed suicide. He has not blamed anyone. And he is a hero. Bir Bhagga Bashandhara. A person can enjoy this worldly life. Oh, Veera. Veera means hero. What type of hero? Going and killing others? No. This steady thought. And suddenly, slowly, and afterwards, he will have all those because he is intelligent. But where he kept his mind? On a faith. What is that faith? God is there. God will take care of me. Tani, Sarvani, Sanyamya. Sarvani means all the indriyas, all the, we can say mind. Sanyamya, controlling. Where they will keep? In me. If you are keeping at the feet of the God, God, you gave me all this, you have taken all this, I am fine. No problem. I am not going to leave you anyway. So that is the thing. Now problem, where from the problem comes, as we were discussing the other day, dhyayata vishayan pumsa shangasteshu pujayate sangat sanjayate kama कामत क्रोध अभिजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभंशात् बुद्धिनाशः buddhinashat pranashyati. Now, here it gives one step by step how the problem comes. First is Shanga. When you see something, immediately, oh, this is very good, can I have it? A person driving a car, another person who is walking, he is thinking, oh, he is driving a car. If only I had a cycle. Bicycle, it could be so nice. Another person driving a bike, oh, he is driving a car. If I could get a car. Now, this person, suddenly he saw a limousine crossing him. Oh, this is so good. If I could get a limousine. So, whole family, we could be there. It goes on and on and on. It is impossible. So, the moment you come in contact with Vishaya, what happened? Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsha. When you are meditating on an object, you get the association. Sangasteshu Pujayate. You get the association, and then the desire comes to achieve that, have that, possess that. And Sangat Sanjayate Kama. The desire comes. Kamat Krodha Vijayate. And when you cannot achieve that, we cannot get that, then you become angry. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. And in that krodha, in that anger, you become moha. That moha word again and again come in our philosophy. Moha means delusion. And that naturally I become deluded. Oh, is it? Then I am going to do this. I will break, I am not having, I won't allow other person also to have it. So I will create this problem. So this way it always goes. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. Sammohat smritivi brahma. Smritivi means all that story, all the teaching, all the good thoughts that was in the store of your mind. That's called smriti. When a good smriti is there, good thought is there, now you are listening, and the moment you will go out, you will forget. Even when you were hearing the words that it was at a time of 7 o'clock it started, now it is almost 8, you have forgotten the words that we were discussing in the 7, but you know, in your subconscious mind, it will be there. And that is the reason the people, they constantly read good books, so that it is already there. One of our Swamiji, he is a Vedantin. Now, he reads books, and very different type of books, not like this. He will be reading all Panchadashi, and now he understood that he is going to lose his eyesight slowly, because he is now 83 or 84. He understood that he is becoming weak. He is going to lose the eyesight. So he told one devotee, can you please, I will go on reading these books, can you please record it? Okay, Swamiji. So he recorded all those books that he likes. He kept it record. Nowadays, as because he has lost his eyesight, he will have the breakfast, then come and put on that, he will listen. Before going to bed, he will listen. He is all the time in the company. He is not taking the help of anyone else. He is like that. So constantly we have to understand this way, when we are giving up all the objects, withdrawing our mind, then we are tranquil. That is the object, that is the goal. Buddhi nashat pranashyati. Otherwise, our discriminative faculty, it gets destroyed and we are destroyed. I am really feeling sorry for the young man. He could be so great help for us. He could go back to his country and say, I am going to help the poor people for their education. See, today is the 3rd. Every 3 months, on the 3rd, we publish one e-zine that is called Chicago Calling, name of the e-zine, electronic magazine. There, we always try to give one story. A page is there, arise, awake and stop not. That's the page. We try to give the story of this type of brave people. This time, in this issue, if you please read, if you go to our website, you will find the e-zine. Just open and can read. You can also pick up the hard copy from tomorrow. It will be available. The story is a young Muslim boy, not very educated, but he thought, why not give education to those children who cannot attend school? Now he has started a big school. The previous issues, if you go, you will find a lady, very poor, used to sell only vegetables. Then she thought, I must build a hospital for the poor people. They are not rich people, only having a strong willpower. And in the coming life, next life, if we are Hindus, we can think that they will get greater life, higher lives. Sure. Because that way only they are helping. That lady could start a hospital, can you imagine? They are paying the doctors, the nurses, the medicine, everything. How? By selling green vegetables every day. She collected money. Now people are coming and helping her. So that's his arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Raga desha bijiktastu. Let us chant this sloka and then I think we have to stop. Raga dvesha bijiktastu vishayan indriyaischaran atmavashya vidhe atma prasadam adhigachyati prasade sarvadukhanam hanirasso pajayate prasanna chetaso asu buddhi paryabatishtati nasti buddhi ayuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana nacha bhabayata shanti asantasya kuta sukham. Kuta, where? Sukham, the peace. Where the happiness for him who is not having a control mind? So you have to control the mind. How? By understanding very clearly that this world is temporary. But my soul, that is within me, that's called Pratyak Atma, associated with this ego, associated with this body, that is permanent. There is a reflection of the Paramatma. I am going to survive eternally. So why should I be affected with all these things? Okay, friends, let us stop over here today, and in our next class we will complete this second chapter. I was thinking to conclude today, but I thought these are the explanations are also necessary to understand very clearly the second chapter that we are studying, almost 72, 73 slokas. Main thing that we should get from this closing slokas. So let us chant that mantra and then we'll conclude. People go for prasada. After the puja, they get prasada. So they think that without eating prasada, so in India, whatever will happen, we need a prasada. But that is not the real prasada. Prasada is containment. Now we offer our pranam to that great Vishnu. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunnanti Divyai Stavai Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Navidu Surasuragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.